Hello, and thank you for joining me today in my talk about lithium. It seems that we've heard from some producers, and I'm happy to introduce Litus to you. And it is a technology company, so a company that develops nanotechnology for energy applications. We enable those producers utilize our technology for a more efficient production of lithium. We have recently developed breakthrough nanotechnology with the goal to inspire companies to produce energy solutions that are abundant, cleaner, more accessible, and most importantly, more efficient. We have a set of applications that would be suitable for solving a number of energy challenges. We've decided to focus on lithium as our first area based on its increasing global importance. My name is Ghada Nafie, and I'm a co-founder and the CEO of Litus. It's my pleasure to introduce the executive team of Litus. Dr. Gerardo Vitali, CTO and co-founder, Dr. Pedro Pereira, co-founder and chair of our advisory board, Ryan McDonald, VP Strategy and Business Development, Werner Gartner, a board directors member, and Mohammed Abu Salim, chairman of the board of directors. I really am very happy with all of the expertise and the diversity that we have in our executive team. And I certainly believe that that will be very beneficial for Litus. And of course, the rest of the team members who are fantastic to work with, but of course, not everyone was able to fit on this slide. In addition, we have developed a number of excellent partnerships, and we have been supported by great organizations to date, as you may see on the slide. I will start by sharing the backstory, and not just my backstory, but it's a story that tells us how Litus was formed and how we have this exceptional product. I joined the University of Calgary to work on issues related to wastewater treatment, especially to ensure the energy sustainability. I looked at the large amounts of wastewater that was produced in Canada from mining and other industrial operations. And for that, I designed and developed tailor-made nanoparticles for capturing those toxic contaminants in the water and also supporting with the settling process. That is me that you see in the picture. They're visiting one of those ponds that we have in northern Alberta. And I will never forget the first time I ever went up there and I saw the water. It seemed like it went forever. And truly enough, we have about 340 billion gallons of water sitting up in northern Alberta. I developed this nanoparticle that you see on the screen, that colorful thing. And what it is, it's a nanoparticle that is built from a very environmentally friendly framework. And we also have the expertise and ability to play with the surfaces of these nanoparticles. So we're able to functionalize them, graft on them, modify the surface to work and deal with any of the elements that are present in an aqueous medium. With that, I've developed deep knowledge in designing and developing nanoparticles, which I've decided to specifically focus on energy and environment applications. Acknowledging the shift in the way the world consumes and produces energy, a shift that targets the use of all the natural resources to lower the carbon and other environmental footprints, and coming across lithium and the extraction process, especially noticing that existing technologies don't exceed 50% efficiencies. And that is from brines. And brines represent about 65% of the lithium production, which prompted a whole bunch of other areas, such as hard rock and others, to get that lithium to satisfy the demand today. Noticing those low yields and energy-intensive processes, I saw an opportunity to enhance this extraction by making it selective to lithium and only lithium, and also increasing the purity of that lithium product. And I believe that that could be achieved with nanotechnology. But why composite particles? And so is what we call them. They possess very unique advantages that have been proven in many sectors that are related to energy and environment applications. That includes wastewater treatment, heavy oil upgrading, and even for drug delivery and polymer composites, among other ones. They possess unique advantages such as rapid absorption rate and high absorption capacity. And of course, they would achieve that because they are so small. They are tiny particles with a huge surface area, and that enables them to have that high absorption capacity. But also they are thermally stable at the temperatures we use them in. they disperse very, very highly. So imagine putting those tiny particles in some aqueous medium. They will disperse very quickly and fast. They are environmentally friendly. And what I mean by that is that the way we produce them and synthesize them is very environmentally friendly. We don't use extensive processes. We prepare them at low temperatures and low pressures and ensure that the preparation method is very practical to make it feasible for commercial applications. The most unique things about them is their very high selectivity and affinity. They really can be tailored towards a specific element, a specific component of interest. And in our case, we decided to use this knowledge and expertise towards the selective extraction of lithium. At Litus, we have developed our product, which is Litus Inc. It combines nanotechnology with a simple direct lithium extraction process to provide a very environmentally sensible and efficient solution to satisfy the need. And I go back and reiterate the graphic that Benchmark just shared and was developed by them. And I want you to look at the supply and how it looks like. The operational supply is shown in that bottom category in orange. And you can see that over the years, it flattens. And then we have a lot of other different suggested sources, the highly probable, the possible, and all the other ones. And these all bring us to a certain level, but with taking everything into account, including secondary supply, which comes from recycling these batteries, you can see that there's still a huge gap between where we are and where we can go. And Litus is a company that developed a technology that can push those boundaries. We can actually increase the efficiency of that extraction and recover more of the lithium that is present in the brines. And we have developed that graphic on the left. And what that is it shows the opportunity of tapping on the resources that are available with lithium. So first we start with that bottom part for increasing the recovery of the reserves that are present today. And you can see how enormous the economy of such resources look like on the left, but also getting into the wells and identified wells and the geothermal ones. And imagine also tapping into other identified brine resources. So the more we can actually unlock lithium out of these resources that are somewhat not fully developed today with the new technology, the more we're increasing towards meeting that demand and also towards a bigger economy. I'm going to share with you what we have here and compare our process with the conventional. This is our breakthrough performance. So usually what you would have the well brine. And with the conventional processes, we build multi-stage solar evaporation, of course, pumping all the water and leaving them in salars to evaporate. And then after that, based on the source and the brine itself, you can do one more or a combination of some of the processes show at the bottom involving solvent extraction, precipitation, and filtration, redissolution, or ion exchange. But at the end, the average concentration of what it goes up to is about 6,000 ppm. And moreover, this is not fully pure. It is not just lithium. It has a whole bunch of contaminants from cations that are also present in the source water. Cations that are very difficult usually and challenging to separate from the lithium, including magnesium, sodium, potassium, and calcium. Having that requires many other processes afterwards to bring that to battery grade. Now with the Litus process, we're able to take the well brine water and send it to the Litus Link process. This is a process that does not take very long. We consider that as a one-stage process that takes place in a few hours to give us a lithium salt solution that is concentrated to up to between 17,000 to 22,000 ppm with a purity of 98%. What you see on the top there is our product, that is our lithium salt. But we can take that even further because we're able to take that lithium salt and produce lithium hydroxide. And we do that without the use of electrolysis and in a much more environmentally friendly process. So we use a different pathway to bring us from that salt that we've produced to a lithium hydroxide product. Now, an opportunity that we have is also, rather than just connecting to the well brine directly, we are able to take whatever comes out of any of the current producing lithium plants on it to the Litus process. And what that does is it purifies and concentrates. So I'm taking this lithium carbonate and I can further concentrate it to the levels Litus can reach, and also purify it to up to 98% and go all the way to producing the lithium hydroxide. We have several advantages to our process. Well, first, with the greater recovery, we're able to increase that recovery and increase that efficiency of lithium production. And we do it fast. It only takes a few hours. So you don't have to wait for about 18 to 24 months, like with conventional ones, for evaporation to take place. In just a matter of few hours, you'll be able to get that first lithium product. It is selective in the presence of high concentrations of competing ions. So with all of the ions that are present in the water, we're able to selectively extract the lithium, reduce greenhouse gas emissions, and we do that by having way less unit operations than a conventional process would have. We can reach the result in a fairly much simpler process. We provide a robust, durable, and scalable process. So we understood all of the challenges that has gone into other technologies, and we were able to develop a material that has the robustness, durability, and that would be available for commercial applications, but also provided with high purity. And most of all is that, with the evaporation ponds, you have to evaporate water, and in a lot of places, this is drinking water. So rather than doing that, you can preserve that source water by going through the Litus process, which also uses a low amounts of fresh water during the process itself. The Litus Link solution is what we call an elegant solution because it combines between two things: simplicity with the nanoscale solution design, and that gives us the powerful selectivity. It really reduces the complexity of existing technologies, but also gives us cleaner and lower energy through the process itself, and combines with performance, which is the engineering of the nanoscale optimized material to make it so that it's very durable at industrial volumes. It provides that exceptional lithium recovery. We are ready to deploy. We would like to partner with existing lithium producers, plant facility developments, exploration. We would love to connect and have partners to look at building something together and show you the performance of Litus. So send us your brine. This is how you start with Litus. Your next step would be to send us your brine and see, we will show you what we can do with it. We consider ourselves the missing link in your process. So feel free, just go ahead, contact us at Litus. You have our contact information there. You can contact me, my colleague, Ryan McDonald, or send us an email at info. Thank you very much.